Hi Gemini, and welcome to your January money reading. This will be for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, or put it anywhere in your placement. Baby, you like it, I love it. Before we get into it, also happy new year. Please like this video, share it out, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you always know when I'm posting for you. Okay, my Geminis? I'm a Gemini rising, so I will be paying close attention to this reading. All right, I'm gonna ring the bell, clear your energy, and we'll get into your read. Let's get it. And receive that. Gemini, what I got for you was I saw the two hemispheres of the brain. Where the hell is my phone? Anyway, I thought I heard my phone going off. I saw the two hemispheres of the brain. I heard left brain, right brain. I heard hemi-syncing. So I don't know if you've heard about that type of meditation. I think this is also about you finding balance, also finding a practical approach to ideas. I think you're going to be flooded with a lot of creative ideas and a lot of inspirations, or just a lot of reasons to start going back to the drawing board and figuring out what your next steps are. I also saw then like the brain in a container, and I heard you are the container. So I think you are, and also incubation. So I think you're incubating a lot of ideas. I think you are coming to a place where you're trying to find balance, a way to practically figure out what your next steps are, what it is you really want to do, how much effort you want to put into it. And I see you picking a direction. I think you have to really sit with things. I think this is also you weighing out a pros and cons list. You have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So that's celebrations, okay? That's also birth announcements. It's social gatherings. So maybe you need to go network. This can be a networking card, okay? You're being a little bit more proactive right now, or you're starting to set the stage for the ways in which you can be proactive. Maybe you're doing a review of how you've done before, how you've shown up for yourself in your dreams before. I'm sorry, I have something on my lip. How you've been showing up for yourself and your goals, your financial goals, your savings goals, your career goals. Because this is also like, you know, in your money sector, we're also talking about your career, Gemini. You have the Six of Cups, first card out. So this is about nostalgia. For some of you, you're going back to an old dream or something you keep putting down and picking up and putting down and picking up. But everything is pouring into this Two of Cups energy. And you see the two, that duality, that dualistic nature inside of us, the balancing the heart and the mind. I think you need to finally reconcile that you are passionate about this thing, that this is something that doesn't leave you alone, so it's not something you should be leaving alone, and start making a practical plan. I think if you have a practical plan about how to approach a passion, because it's also nostalgia, okay? This is like, you know, a soul calling, because this is like a soulmate card. But in your money section, this is like, you know, something you feel soul called to do, or something that brings your soul nourishment, okay? Then you have the Eight of Pentacles, which I love it in this deck, because you see that you're painting your picture of your life. Eight of Pentacles is about putting in the hard work. You put your head down and you just do the next step. You don't get overwhelmed by the big picture. You just do the next step, the next indicated thing, as my cousin always says. Okay, you're going to do your next indicated thing, Gemini. You're not going to get yourself overwhelmed. You're not going to be of two minds about this, because Two of Swords is like, you see that you're kind of like at an impasse. You can't push past these two conflicting thoughts, which is, I'm really passionate about this. I really want to do this. You know, I'm always looking it up on my free time. I'm always thinking about it. It's always something that even if I drop it, 6 months later, it'll hit me like a ton of bricks. A year later, it'll hit me like a ton of bricks. And then you have this other thing of like, how do I make it happen? I don't think this is going to happen. This isn't a practical thing. You got to get out of this dualistic way of thinking in terms of being at cross purposes, having your thoughts be so conflicting that they're at odds and you don't make a move. You reach an impasse where you just stay on the merry-go-round of the pros and cons list. The pros and cons list is supposed to help you make a decision, okay? Let's pull some more. I think, but also the Two of Swords is about indecision, but then also coming to a point where you're like, no, I gotta make a decision. So I think for this time, we're still in this like sleepy winter season where we're still really thinking and considering about what our next steps are, how we're going to approach something. This is the time to start formulating a plan. How are you going to get what it is you want for yourself? I love that. Garden and the gate. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is like you made a comfortable life for yourself. You, maybe your routine, even if it's not that comfortable to you, it's like you'd rather, you know, it's the devil, you know, it's the familiar thing. It's your comfort zone. Okay, but this is telling you, you can stay in your comfort zone. You still can have a quality of life inside of your comfort zone, but this thing is never going to leave you alone. This is you being rattled and filled with what ifs, and you don't want to enter this I'm filming this on the, what is it called, the Mahutra. I might be messing it up, but I'm filming this on this very auspicious day. Look it up, Google it, folks, you know. But this is supposed to be you downloading source code. This is about you stepping into your soul purpose. This is about soul recognition with the self, okay? We're always in such a hurry to have soul recognition with others, but who is the soul looking back at you? Who's the one who remains, okay? The one who always has been, always will be, the eternal one within. It's all wrapped up in what you came here to do and experience in this life, Gemini. And this is telling you that beyond the gate, though, is this entire world of possibilities. You don't know if your next gate that you build around your comfort zone will be even bigger or filled with even more things that you love and want to experience. But you have to give yourself the opportunity to at least go on the journey, because you can always come back to your gate, okay? Now you got the Deceit card with the Six of Cups. So this for me is like, I feel like this is you cheating yourself and lying to yourself, giving yourself every practical reason why you can't make this thing happen, but it doesn't leave you alone, Gemini. So you gotta stop bullshitting yourself. I was gonna try to find a cuter way to say that. There just wasn't one. You gotta find a way to stop bullshitting yourself, because this deceit, I don't feel like it's outward coming at you. I think this is from within. You are the container. You house all of these things, and you have the power, since you generated this, to generate something new, okay? You have the seventh chakra, okay? That's your crown chakra, Archangel Uriel. So this is about you getting into your higher mind. Go talk to your higher self who knows better, okay? Trust that these things are the pictures that are inside of you that you see for yourself, that you want for yourself, are your higher self communicating things to you. And your only job is not to start like, oh God, why am I thinking this thing? Why do I want this thing? And beating up for yourself for wanting this thing for yourself. Your job is to find a practical way to bring it down, to make it materialize into the world of form, okay? Yes, Gemini, let's get it, baby. Because what? And then, baby, scoot the hell in, because hello, you have the Victory card with this Two of Swords. I see you conquering this energy of like, what do I do? Should I go about it? Should I not? And you see how her eyes are closed? It's time for you to go within and meditate on you being victorious, okay? It's what separates people who go after what they want and go get it from the people who don't. Is having the audacity to say, I deserve this. For, you know, and some things are us getting rerouted, right? It's no shame on anyone else if they don't go for their biggest dreams. But to be honest with ourselves about what our calling is, or to be honest with ourselves about what it is we're really passionate about and what we would like to be pouring our energy into. You did not just come here to pay bills and die. You came here to experience something. And this thing that you wish to experience is very real and very present and very available to you. So start seeing yourself winning. Get into this victorious, I am the victor. Because, by the way, champions and victors do not get there. They don't get the golden wreath placed upon their head. They don't get the, first place medals. They don't get the, confetti falling on them at the end because there were absolutely no trials. Then you wouldn't be the victor. To be victorious in something, you have had to square up with something that seemed insurmountable, that seemed like it was going to defeat you, and beat the odds. Get out of this indecisive mode, Gemini, where you get too heady about something and it prevents you from taking any steps forward. All right, let's pull the last cards. I'm feeling this for you, Gemini. Don't be afraid. What's the worst that could happen? It doesn't pan out? Wonderful. Begin again. Start somewhere else. Do something else. Don't let it deter you from trying to at least say you attempted it. You deserve the attempt. You have marriage. So maybe you're about to merge, this could be a marriage of business, okay? This could be and this is the astral house. So this is affecting your house of marriage, all right? Also, what are you married to? Because, sometimes we get married to a choice. We get married to a decision. We get married to a way of thinking or patterns of behavior. You need to divorce some of those things because they're getting in your way. But also that this thing could be affecting your marriage or affecting, maybe you're thinking like, well, how do we afford the wedding and my dreams? Or like, oh, we just spent a fortune on a wedding. How do we do this? Or like, it's never easy. But this thing won't leave you alone, right? Or maybe you've been married and you don't want this to be a point of contention in your marriage because you're not showing up in your fullness. And then building resentment because you feel like you're shrinking inside of this. It's understandable when two people come together and it's like, we gotta meet in the middle. But make sure your ass is also in the middle and not just hanging in the background, okay? There's a practical way to get anything in this life if we try, right? If we do that 8 of Pentacles work. You have fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Okay, so this could be a business partner. This could be your significant other. This can be a boss or somebody who ends up becoming an investor, okay? Maybe that this is somebody in your life who maybe you go back to, who maybe gave you a discouraging word and now shows up this way. Also, maybe any dealings with this person who's coming up, who's coming to take advantage of a dream. Don't be too excited when opportunities begin to present themselves, because they will. Don't feel like anything is your only option, your last chance, your only opportunity to get your foot in the door in something you want to do. Okay? If it doesn't feel right, get away from it. Don't sign anything until you read all the fine prints, until you've done all your due diligence and you are comfortable. Okay, Gemini? You have pale. Time to get out of a situation. Maybe for some of you, I'm feeling like this is a job. This is or a particular career path that you're not passionate about. Again, this is not saying be reckless, right? And just go out and risk your livelihood. This is saying Make a practical plan to get yourself out of a situation that you know you don't need to be in anymore. Start making your practical plan, even if that plan is a year out. The next indicated thing. Okay, my Geminis? And then you have fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. You see that same duality of love or hate? You are passionate about this thing. Your inner fires are stoking. They are engulfing you. And they can engulf you into rage when you are not living inside of a life that feels purposeful, or a life that feels monotonous. Those same wonderful sparked up flames that keep your passion going, that ignites your love of this thing, can also be the engulfing flames of resentment. So you decide which way you want to go, and you decide what it is you can live with, Gemini. But I love this energy for you. I think you're really going to go out of your comfort zone, and going into like February, really start to stretch yourself, so that by the time Aries season comes, you're ready to go into full action. So that's your reading, my Geminis. Enjoy the rest of your January. I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings. You count, you matter, you are important, you are seen, you are heard, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are magic, Gemini baby. Go get up in it, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.